got out of her car because the teenager tapped her car. I watched the whole thing. And she starts screaming at this kid. She's probably, like, just got her license. And tapped her car, and she's screaming and screaming at her. And I was like, excuse you. Like, that is totally uncalled for. And she's like, mind your own business. I'm like, you're in my yard.
Oh, yeah. It's my business.
Wow.
Like, everybody, you know, like, that's just too much. So I'm with Megan that sometimes you got to back the younger ones up because the old people are nuts.
Kayla, what's going on? It's Mojo in the Morning. Hi.
Hey, Mojo. I actually used to work at this restaurant that you guys are referring
What restaurant are you referring to? Can you describe it?
Chipotle.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to work there, and there actually is a standard for the portion sizes. So you're supposed to get 4 ounces of rice, 4 ounces of beans, 4 ounces of your protein, and then for the salsas and things like that, it's 2 ounces. So it's supposed to be a heaping soup, but people would get so mad. They'd be like, that's not enough. You put 5 pieces of chicken on there. So I'd be like, okay, let me give you another half a scoop. Oh, my gosh, you only put 3 on there. What, are you going to run out? Like,
wow.
Actually, I think I might. Do you see how much you're getting on your bowl? But
You're keeping them healthy.
So, right.
Hey, can I read?
Mad that you would charge.
Can I read, Kayla? I got to read these text messages. These are too good. Listen to these text messages. 313 says, Megan is a hero.
Why do you have to say it with such disdain?
734 says, another reason Megan is a queen. 810 says, we need more Megans in this world. This is the best one of them all. 248 says, 100%. Not all heroes wear capes.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, my God.
Some of us wear Modelo baseball hats.
No. Hold on a second. Sophia's not happy with Megan. What's that, Sophia?
So I agree with the principle of what happened, but I think Megan could have said it more in a constructive way.
No. Why?
What do you think? What do you think, Kayla? What do you want to say?
I think Megan is totally right in this situation because people used to be so nasty to me as a line worker at Chipotle. I wish I had someone to stick up for me when I used to work there.
You wish that you had another person call another woman a bitch for you.
Yeah.
Listen.
These people are out of line, man.
Sophia,
Dude.
We're happy that Megan did this for the sake of the fact that Megan never, ever vocalizes anything to somebody in person.
No.
Like, it doesn't happen.
My butthole was puckered.
Kudos to you, girl. Yes, kudos to you, Megan.
But Sophia, when you see somebody raging out like that, do you really think if you say to them, like, hey, I think that's a really mean way to talk to her, that's going to settle in at all? Or do you need to meet the same energy? Like, I brought the same energy she was bringing.
I think, and I do agree with that. I do agree that you should have said something, and I'm happy that you did because I worked in fast food as a young kid, and I got treated like garbage. But I think you could have said something more like, hey, what you just said was very disrespectful, and it's not appropriate. She's just doing her job. I think she's way more likely to listen to you if you kind of, say it a little more constructively instead of just, like, calling her a bitch, because then she's going to get triggered and get angry, and... You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but she already was.
Yeah.
It got her to
she
leave.
left, and you got to get your food faster.
Yeah,
true.
Exactly. There you go.
I love Megan. Megan. Megan.
One creeps me out.
So creepy.
Mojo in the Morning Show. Bianca, who is one of our social media superstars here, she assists KP with all of our social media and other fine things, and Lydia when we need help with her. She also does the overnight shift on the radio station, and she's just a real sweet person. Has a story for us to talk about here right now. We can't say names, though. Bianca said, I cannot ask for names, nor can I ask her to call these friends of hers. But
yeah, they're definitely not up right now anyways. So nobody gets up this early.
You have two people that you know. They have been dating for how long of a time?
They started dating 2 weeks ago. I think they've been talking for no more than a month and a half or 2 months though.
Okay.
Officially dating 2 weeks ago, and I don't know if this is just what happens when you start getting older, but they moved in together. They just signed a lease on an apartment together yesterday.
That is the opposite of what happens when you get older.
Wait, when you say older, how old are these friends of yours?
They're my age. They graduated
You're not old though. How old are you?
Just graduated.
I'm 21.
You're 21.
No,
my God.
So I don't know if this is something that happens when you get older. So this is 21. My God, I've got shoes older than you. I always wanted to say that.
Okay, but that's just I don't think that's normal. And what happens if they break up, or what happens if something goes wrong?
Are they both on the lease?
I don't know, but I'm assuming so.
That is fast.
She's been talking about moving out, and I was not expecting her to move in with her man. And her man, I don't even know him. Nobody knows him really. They just started. I don't know.
That's gonna blow.
Wow, are they staying in the same room, or do they get a 2-bedroom?
No, they're in the same room too.
Wow.
It doesn't matter. You still have to share the same space.
Yeah, and my other friend, who's also my age, we're all a same friend group. She moved in with her boyfriend that she lives in his house, and they've been dating for. Actually, they're not dating. They've been talking for 2 months. Also,
you understand you can never do this because you're Chaldean. Bianca.
Oh my gosh, my dad would literally beat me. Not actually, but he would actually get really mad at me if I did this.
All right, so I want to ask this question. How soon after you met the person did you move in with them? 844-MOJO Live, 844-665-6548 is our telephone number.
And I don't want to hear from the couples that oh, he slept over and then never. I want to hear signed a lease.
Yeah.
Actually moved your belongings.
Bought a house together.
Yes.
Yeah, stuff like that. Those
because
are
I feel
extreme.
that happens where you're in a relationship and somebody spends the night and then they just sleep over
Next
all
thing
the
you know,
time.
yeah.
That's
they're still in the honeymoon phase. My roommate was dating her ex-boyfriend for 2.5 years, and he wanted to move in with her, but she's I'm not doing it because if something goes south, I'm not dealing with all that problems. And they did break up.
honeymoon phase. 2 weeks. You don't even know somebody's middle name.
I can't believe it. To me, that makes me just kind of crack up over the fact that these guys are getting into an apartment together. To me, it takes longer to get approved on the apartment than it did for their relationship to happen. But they were able to do it this fast. Jessica, what's going on? How you doing?
How are you guys?
Good. Jessica, is just dating for 2 weeks too soon to move in with each other?
So my now husband and I, 4 years ago, we actually moved in together 3 weeks into our relationship. He moved into my apartment, and we've been together 11 years now and have a 2-year-old daughter.
Wow.
Oh, man. So it actually does work out in some cases.
Was it love at
my
first
mom
sight?
got married to my stepdad after 3 months, and they've been together for 23 years. They got married after 3 months. So
yeah, Bianca brought up a really good question to ask you. Did you right away know when you first saw him, okay, this is the guy?
yeah, it was like watching the movies where all of a sudden you're eyes meet. I swear it was that feeling. Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
We just knew.
Abby, what's happening? It's Mojo in the morning.
Hi, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I just moved my stuff into my husband's apartment at the time. About 2 weeks after I met him, we got married 3 months after, and this year we're going to be celebrating our 20-year wedding anniversary.
Holy! Did every one of your friends think you were nuts, like Bianca thinks her friend's nuts?
Oh, yeah. They definitely thought, they're like, he's going to murder you. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm about to take the chance, so.
I would have not thought that he was going to murder you. I would think he's going to ruin your credit or something.
Oh, no, because he looks scary. He's bald.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't going to judge
We're
him.
going to wing it.
I love that. I love that that they right away thought that the guy that looked like a murderer was. What's up, Trisha? How you doing?
Good. How about you?
We're doing fantastic. So, have you met Bianca yet? Will you say hello to Bianca?
Hi, Bianca.
Hey, how are you?
Good. Just so you know, I was set up on a blind date that I tried to get out of.
Okay.
Ended up moving in after 6 weeks, and I've been married 36 years.
Oh, my God. So maybe some light comes out of
at
this.
6 months
Oh,
with my parents.
Oh my God!
Oh.
You eloped with your parents there?
Yeah, we invited my parents.
Okay.
They were the only ones that mattered. I didn't want to have a big wedding. I didn't want to be the center of attention. We just wanted to be together. So we eloped with my parents.
And your parents were okay with this? They didn't think that you were a little crazy? You think that your parents went with you just because they were worried about you?
No.
Okay.
I'm very jealous.
He was the only person I ever dated. He is the only person my parents ever.
Okay. Well, I know people that are like that don't really have a lot of, they don't have boyfriends or girlfriends, and they don't bring them around their family, and then their family all of a sudden, goes, oh, well, thank God they got somebody now. What's up, Jasmine? Hello.
Hello. I met my husband at a campground. 2 days later, I moved in with him, and now we've been together almost 14 years.
Oh, geez.
Oh, what?
At a campground. You understand that if you were one of my friends, I'd be thinking something crazy was going on.
All his friends thought the same thing, too.
Man.
They thought I was crazy and just here to take his money and his house. But no, we've been together for almost 14 years, and we have a granddaughter now. And
oh, my God. You don't sound like you're old enough to have a child, let alone a granddaughter.
I have a 24-year-old and a 21-year-old now.
How old are you?
44.
Oh, wow. You're young. Yeah, okay. He had money. Was that what you were going to ask, Megan?
And was that a campground?
Yeah, and was at a campground. Why was he at a campground if he had money?
They were camping for Memorial Weekend.
Okay.
And
got to hang out at those campgrounds, Megan.
Yeah.
Mike's been trying to get you to go camping with him and Allie for the longest time. That's where you find the good guys. What's up, Ben?
Hey, guys.
Hey, Ben.
Surprised conversation, but my parents met each other, and 13 days later were married and just celebrated their 53rd anniversary.
Shut up.
God.
How did they meet? Where did they meet?
At a campground.
Kelly's Island.
Oh,
See,
wait. Did they hook up on the first night? I feel like that's where you make poor decisions. It started at Kelly's Island.
Probably.
I would
That is an incredible story, though.
I would have come up with a different story to that.
Down and they stood there talking, and where it started.
Oh, that's sweet.
They were stuck on the boat and just stood there talking to each
That's
other.
a movie.
That is crazy. I go back to Bianca's friends for a second here.
6 kids later.
Yeah. These friends of yours, they're 21 years old. They just got an apartment together after only being together for 2 weeks. Yeah. Where the hell are their parents?
Around, but I don't know. I don't think they really care, or I don't think they mind that much. Like, they're not Chaldean parents like mine, so I don't think they're as strict.
But also, what are you going to do?
Oh,
They're
man.
adults.
You're telling me that if one of my sons said, hey, we've only known each other for 2 weeks, we're going to move in together. You don't think that Chelsea and I would be at their doorstep?
Yeah, but
more
at
so
the end
Chelsea
of the day,
than me?
what are you going to do? Drag them back home by their feet?
Cut them off.
Yeah.
Cut them off.
She like serves, so she makes enough money to pay for the rent, but like I don't have enough money to pay for my own rent right now, so I'm not moving out until I'm rich. But like, I feel like, how are they not scared? Like, I would be freaking out. If they don't even know each other like that.
I know.
Like, they're not.
I know.
I don't know.
Jenna, your boyfriend was house hopping.
Yeah, he was house hopping, living with like friends, sleeping on couches. And I felt really bad for him. And I ended up going and buying a trailer for him to live in while I still lived at home with my parents.
Oh, man. So you bought him his own place.
Yes.
And how long did you know him at that point?
We were maybe dating like 2 months.
Wow.
Oh, my. Will you date me, please?
Yeah, right. It was bad. And then eventually I ended up telling my parents about it, and they freaked out on me.
So you guys are still together?
No, we're not.
Oh, babe.
Where's the trailer at?
It's in Chesterfield.
Okay.
That's where I live.
Do you rent it, or what do you do? Do you live in it?
Well, I don't live there anymore. I ended up moving back home with my parents afterwards, and then ended up leaving him, and now I'm with a woman, and we're married.
Get it, girl. Wow. Wait, so just so I'm clear, you bought the place, and then you had to leave it when you broke up?
No, like, I ended up leaving him and, like, kicking him out.
And now it's a rental or something?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Now
Okay.
it's
All right. Just got some income coming out of it. All right. Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Yep.
All right. Take care. Bye.
Hey, I'm sure he'll stop cheating once you get married. Another War of the Roses is after 9 on Mojo in the Morning.